Hello, y'all. Welcome to Bam Bam Raw TV. I'm Bam Bam, aka the 411 Giant. Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out that bell icon to know when my next video come out. Again, with the response. We're gonna get to this one. It is when it's time to fight. Now, when it's time to fight, that's a broad spectrum. And I usually like to use anecdotes and use stories when I tell it. All my stories are true, whether they happen to me or they happen to somebody else. And they can all be verified by the one people who know that individual and the people who know me of being around that individual. So now in this, when is the time to fight, man? Like I said, there's so many different circumstances going on. So you got to get inside of you. What is you willing to fight for? What is the most important thing to you worth dying for? Because when you go in a fight, you go to die or you go to kill. So it's very, very, very important that you not be moving off the influence of somebody else, that you not be moving off some maybe weakness or whatever, that you moving off solid. This is what I need to do in this situation for this environment. Do not go to fight somebody that you without wanting to kill them. Do not go to fight somebody without being able to kill them would be the more pronounced. Let me take that back. Do not go to fight somebody without being willing to kill them. And don't kill somebody that you just want to fight. It seems like an oxymoron, but how you go there? If it's we men's, man, if a fight happened, it happened. But I'm not going to you to fight. I'm not going looking for you to fight. We did that in the playground. I'm not going looking for you to fight. Because if that turn out, I come to get you for a fight, you up with a knife, I ain't got no knife, I'm gonna get killed. You up with a knife and I came with a knife and I'm not willing to use it, I'm gonna get killed. If you up with a knife and I ain't got none, I'm already dead. So my thing is, if you go in a fight, you gotta be taking a knife because you gotta be ready to defend yourself and to kill. So in an environment among men, what the best thing to do? Hey man, that ain't that heavy. You misunderstand it. You misunderstand. You shake on them, then you're gonna blah blah or whatever. If it's that situation, if they trying to put a press down on you, you better be willing to go to kill them because you better be ready. If you ain't gonna get your stuff up, you better be ready. So you got to prepare for that. So it's a broad spectrum, but I'm gonna use a scenario. Well, when you go to do one thing and you're not prepared to do the maximized thing in that situation, it's better not to go. Especially if you the initiator. You finna initiate a situation that don't even exist right now. That don't have to happen. When you initiate this for the reason that you feel that it need to happen, and you going to fight this individual, rough this individual up, you better be prepared to kill him. If you ain't got it in your heart to kill him over this, whatever you choose to do, then he gonna either kill you or you gonna end up killing him and you gonna be a miserable man through the rest of your jokes. Cause you gonna be sitting down there counting the days you done spent over your release date. You're gonna be counting the days past when you was supposed to be home with your family. Every day after that, you're gonna remember that day. Why? I'll tell you a situation. Young homie being a man. I ain't saying what place he from or whatever. True story. Some guys, big body, who people little shook up on, old head, mastermind an old head. You got him a little group. They robbing some of the old heads with stoves and all this. Old head peeping. Like, they making their way around. They making their way around the pound. They'll be to me. They'll be to me eventually. So what the old head do? Or he'd pull up one of the leaders of the dude, the wild youngster by the bed and pull him up some him. Yeah. And y'all going in there hitting them licks, man, them dudes, yeah, man. And y'all spitting that like that, man, going on them dudes, man. Man, that ain't even worth the lick. See, man, you got to go to them ones who got a lot, and it don't take but a little to get them. See what I'm saying? It taking 8 of y'all to go in there and get this here, y'all. Yeah, you got dudes. Look here, let me tell you. Let me help you this dude here, man. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, he gonna give it up. You can walk in there by yourself. Show him the knife, he gonna give it up, man. You know how much stuff he got over there. You know what he got here, man. You know how many stamps he probably got here. I mean, but that's you. You want to take 8, 9 dudes with you, or whatever, and do what you got to do. Do it, man, you know. The youngster. It's a true story. Youngster, look at the old head. Appreciate you. Next day, he goes into this dude's cell. Now, let me tell you before you open that door in that cell, this dude is a quiet killer. This dude has never had anybody take anything from him for good reason. And he makes his money off the compound. He do pretty goddamn good. But he's laid backstage to himself, he do business with you. So under the impression that he's a weak dude who's gonna, when you pull out your knife, that's all he's gonna take, and he's gonna give you everything he got. Gonna get the stamps out the boxes. Gonna get this young. This young brother went over there, snapped the door, muscles. Man, I got to have it. Let me get it. Who said what? I said I got to have it. Let me get it. Who said, man, you gonna take more than that there? And now he already knocked out backwards because it ain't fitting what he been told. So he been caught with a contradiction where he like, now he got to go in reaction mode because now he done became a victim. So what he do? Man, what? He ain't no punk. He wasn't no coward. I mean, he just wasn't prepared for the situation. And he allowed this dude to tell him it was going to be so sweet that he seen him, you know what? I ain't got to split it 6 ways. I ain't got to be split it 7 ways. So he didn't even bring his bag up. This is how people will trick you to get you out the way. So it's a time to fight. It's a time not to. But let me say, he goes, dude, come up. Now he can't turn around and bag out and run now. Because according to the code of jail, as all of us know, if I come to rob you and you turn around and pull out your knife and chomp me down and make me get out your cell, I spoke to the dude who chomped you down and made you get out of his cell when you came to rob him. Supposed to follow you back to your cell and take everything you got, including your knife, because you faking. That's just the law. I mean, that's just the law, dog eat dog. And people, you ask most people who have a knowledge of this here, it's true. So now they get into a fight. Boom, they go a knife to knife. Boom, boom. Dude, every time dude hit the dude, the old man putting one in him. They going back and forth. The youngster, it's adrenaline flowing because he didn't come to have a fight for his life. So now he's fighting for his life. He don't care no more about stabbing this dude. All he thinks about is living. And he know for him to live, this dude gotta die. All they going through his head. And I know one thing probably went through his head. That damn fool, that old man got me. He got me in a hell of a situation. He tricked me good. And he know that now. I talked to him. Man, they going at it. Now he just, boom, he killed dude. Bam, he killed dude. Now after he done killed dude, boom, he got to deal with the consequences. Now he got the life sentence. He got a life sentence for killing this dude. But all the time, he didn't go in there to kill this dude. He went here to rob this dude. And because he wasn't prepared and he had been tricked, he was forced to kill this dude to save his own life because he didn't peep the situation. He didn't realize that that wasn't the time to fight. He should have analyzed that dude, did some recon on that dude, and his common sense and his people would have told him, "Nah, stay away from that one, Slim." But that's why I'm telling you. But neither one of them was no less than a man. Only thing is, one of them dead because of not properly analyzing when to go mess with this person and when to mess with that person. When to do this here, when it can be confusing for people who don't have a constitution, a jailhouse, or prison ideology of the Constitution. It can be confusing because it can seem to be a contradiction. Well, I mean, I don't fight then because you're fighting for the wrong reason. You're fighting for the wrong thing, and it's going to expose you and not really knowing, being as solid as you say you is. If you're solid as you say you is, these things here below you, you let the chumps and the suckers do these kind of fighting. You don't do that. Well, it's to respond to y'all questions on that. And hopefully again I answered y'all as best as I could, but you know my story is gonna always be in there and it's always gonna be the truth. You know what I'm saying? Alright, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell icon. I'm trying to get on out of here. I got me a DoorDasher on the way over here. Bring Bamm some pizza. 411 Johnny like pizza. So let me hit that bell icon. Again, hit that like button and subscribe and be ready for I got a masterpiece coming. It's gonna be an episode, a little series on the mind of murder. Just check it out. It's about situations opposed to individuals. All right then. Love y'all. Peace.